My name is Kory Smith, and I am one of the co-owners of Visually Inclined, which is a production company, a graphic arts company, design company, photography, located in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I would say one of my quotes that I've said this before is that you can only connect the dots going backwards. So when I grew up, there was these little things that kept telling me, you know, this is something that you're going to be really interested in. So, but it wasn't something like, I want to do videos, I want to be a director. Like, I didn't say that as a child, you know what I mean? So as a kid, I was always into movies, and I love movies. I still love movies to this day. I watch a movie every night practically. And I was an only child, and I also grew up military. So I was a latchkey kid, I was always home alone by myself. I watched movies. Always watch movies. I would watch a lot of these over and over and over again, because that's all I had to do. And these little things, I would watch the movies. I would tell my parents, like, oh my God, did you see Back to the Future 2? Like, did you see the hoverboard? Like, and they would just be like, oh man, it's cool. You know, I'd be like, oh, cool. And I would watch and keep watching and keep watching. And then as I got, you know, into school, I would join art classes and things like that. But nothing still hadn't hit me on the head yet, like, you should try to do this for a living. It was just always, I feel like art was always trying to like it was trying to creep through. But nothing, because like, I grew up in a family that not necessarily didn't promote art, but it was, you know, that's not a real job. You know what I mean? So like, it was like, that's cool, you can do your thing, but that's not really a real job. I'd always wanted to do music videos, and that was the big thing. Like, I was like, I want to do music videos. During a time when music videos were a little bit more lucrative. And basically when I got out of college, my graduation gift was a little bit of money towards a nice camera. So I bought a nice camera, and I just hit the ground running. And I knew that I could do this. I knew that I could make it cinematic. I knew I could make it be a professional product. So I think any local rapper, any local musician, or anybody that I heard of, I would just say, listen, you need a music video. And I started doing it. During 2008, my career path after college took me to various news stations and other production companies. But I was freelancing for another production company. And the ironic part is the production company is very similar to what our production company is now. And while I was there, I was allowed to do my own work, and I was also allowed to, you know, I assisted that company in all of their video work. Well, their office manager was also into video. So the office manager, while he would do office work, he would also help me with the video work, Tremaine. And after about a year and a half, the company folded. And basically we were left with no home. The company had a full office, everything. We were just told, like, hey, you know, sorry, you gotta go. So I'm at my day job at the time, and throughout the course of a week, it was about a week before Thanksgiving, and we're going back and forth trying to figure out what we're gonna do, and you know, a lot of the clients, unfortunately, a lot of clients were disgruntled with the parent company, so they were coming to us anyways for the video work. So immediately following the week that the company folded, we were getting all these phone calls saying, hey, I still need my video. And we were like, oh, well, okay, we'll do it for you. And Tremaine suggested we need a name. So I was like, okay. And one day he called me while I was at the day job. He said we should be visually inclined because we're, you know, visually inclined. So there's not a great story for that part. There really isn't. I was at the day job, he called me, and he said, this is gonna be the name. I said, okay, cool. And the ironic part is the following week I got laid off from my day job. I would say the key to success is to stay focused and to not be discouraged. The thing is, the word success bothers me though, because I don't know if I've gotten it yet. You know, I make a living for myself. I have friends who've done very well for themselves, but there's things that I know I can't do. You know, I'm not at a point personally where I'm satisfied. But that's really from a financial perspective, you know. From a body of work, you know, I just say, don't give up, you know, don't be discouraged. It's gonna suck. Like, you're going to be disappointed. And, you know, and I think a lot of people don't tell you that, is that I got a whole bunch of no's. You know, way more no's than I ever got a yes. You know, and did those yeses change my life? Not really, but they were cool. You know, I've had some really cool yeses, but I had the no's, some of the no's, I can tell stories all day long about some of the no's that I've gotten. And I'm even kind of proud of that. I'm even proud I had the opportunity to get a no, you know? And I went through a phase where I was angry, you know? I was just like, why us? Why can't we do this? And I can't tell you that I don't still do that. But the key to success is to ferociously stay focused and do not give up, do not lose sight of what you want, do not get sidetracked. I see a lot of people do that. I see a lot of people get sidetracked. I see them try different things. Like, I like video. I do video work. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. And I mean, I could go work at a bar, I could go work at the Gap, I could do these little things if I wanted to, but I don't try to make something else my main form of work. And I think that's the key. You know, I meet a lot of people who they lose sight of what really matters to them. I would like the legacy to be that someone was motivated by what we did here. That somebody saw what we did and said, I can do that, or I can be the next Viz Ink. I can be another Viz Ink, you know what I mean? I would hope that someone realizes that they're not alone. And I think that's one of the things that we've seen here. We find people that gravitate towards us that they're like, I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only person in the whole area that just loved this video thing. And I want people to realize that, especially in this area, you know, in other cities there's more than enough video to remind you, but this area I think is very heavy on making you conform to be just like everyone else, which is fine. You can go be a doctor, be an engineer, lawyer. They make way more money than I do. But I wanted to do one thing, and I hope that the legacy is that we helped people and that we inspired somebody to really pursue what they wanted to do.